to Ange and start us off.
What pleased you the most about the inside?
Well, I guess, just about all of it. You're playing a top team, and with Villa that they're always going to have a real strong performance because they're very, very consistent. They really have off days, and you've got to be ready for that. And I thought we had to match it with them in the first half. We had to sort of draw on their energy and make them work really hard. And obviously we conceded a goal, but I still felt like we'd made them work really hard in that first half. And the thing with us is we got another gear in us, 2 or 3 gears, and we keep going. And we felt like we could really sort of break them open in the second half if we just really stayed focused on making sure the football was up tempo and there was intensity in the game. And credit to the players. After a massive effort on Wednesday night, that physically they did it again.
Can that be a big moment for the side, do you think, where they were a week ago after Palace to beat City to follow that up with the result?
I guess it's my point from 7 days ago is that you don't fall off cliffs and you don't climb mountains within a week. It's all part of the same process for me. We're going to have bumps along the way. It's how you address them, how you cope with them, how you rebound and learn from them. That's the key thing. And we had a disappointing day last Sunday, but we knew coming in on Monday. We had 2 big games this week, really important games. So no points feeling sorry for ourselves. We had to come in and get our heads straight and work back towards being the team we want to be. And that's what happened. But it doesn't mean that that's the end of it now. It's still we still got to push on. We still got to get better. We still got to improve and keep pushing on.
Tom. And what was the thinking behind taking Sonny off?
He was never going to play more than that today, Tom, because obviously he'd had an injury, came back, and last time it was around the 60-minute mark where he kind of got fatigued last time, so he was never going to play more than sort of 55, 60, irrespective of what the game was going. The great thing was he made a pretty important contribution before that, with a great ball in for our first goal and got our equaliser. So, again, we've got more battles ahead and we're going to need him, and he was never going to play any more than that.
You just seemed a little surprised when he came off. Were you okay with his reaction? Did you explain to him as he came off that
No, I didn't see any difference in Sonny. I'd be surprised if any player likes coming off when they're feeling all right. But no, I didn't need to discuss it with him. And like I said, for us, what's more important is the overall picture. 2 shots on target, mate.
Yeah. You said that you had full faith in him. Did that underline exactly?
No, it had nothing to do with that, as I said during the week. I just think, the enormous effort he put in on Wednesday night to help us win a game of football, like not just physically but mentally, and his capacity to just help the team in any way again he can, to back that up today with such a massive effort again against a pretty difficult team to play against in that sense, just unbelievable. And the goals are great, and of course, as a striker, I'm sure that's he loves the fact that he can score a couple of goals, but even if he didn't, again, I just can't speak highly enough of what he's contributing to our team at the moment, and long may he continue, because with him playing that way, it just makes us a better team. George.
How impressed were you with how the physical and mental effort of the players, how much they put against?
Yeah, enormous. Obviously we made 2 or 3 changes, but still, when you consider it was, a big physical toll on Wednesday night, and we're obviously a goal down at half time. It can easily play on your mind, but I never sensed that at the break. The players were really determined to go out there again. They couldn't wait to get back out on the pitch and start playing again, and raising the tempo, raising the intensity, credit to them. Like I said, it's it's not easy. You know, we work hard, obviously, to get them to those levels, but you still need the mental capacity to push yourself to those levels. You know, sometimes it's easy to leave that in reserve, but they left nothing in the tank Wednesday night. They left nothing in the tank tonight.
Wednesday and today together, does this feel like one of your best weeks this week?
If you don't include last Sunday, you're saying? Yeah, okay, yeah, because that's a week, really, technically. No, it doesn't affect me, really. It doesn't. You know, I'm totally focused on the long game here of who we want to be, and the little bumps along the road hurt, but you kind of know that that's part of our growth, and the good performances and the good moments are there for our growth as well, because you've got to deal with both, I think, in the same way, with your eyes sort of firmly fixed ahead on where you're heading. George?
And a really positive tag is every negatives. Charleston, Romero, how are they looking?
Yeah, I know Richie obviously felt something sort of in the action of setting the goal up with his hamstring, so we'll see. And Romero, yeah, it was in that challenge again. He felt his foot sore, so I don't have any sort of further information. Obviously, he's a pretty tough cookie for him to come off. Must be sore, but yeah, look, it's not ideal. But again, you know, it's another game where we've had to reshuffle our back line. I mean, Rado's played left centre back, right centre back, left centre back, right centre back. Ben Davies has had to come in at different times. You know, with Destiny midweek, and the boys are handling it really well. You know, like I said, it's not ideal, but hopefully, you know, both are not too serious.
Ange, just wanted to ask you about Pat Matissar. He's worked his way back into the starting lineup again, and it feels like he's growing with each match.
Yeah, I mean, they're never out of my lineup. I mean, it's just different sort of, you know, challenges along the way. But I think he's probably played as much as anyone last year. I rate him so highly, and you know, his capacity again to work for the team, but also the quality he has in breaking open oppositions with his running with the ball. He was going to be, I knew he'd be important today because they've got such a hard-working midfield with Anana, Tillemans. You got McGinn in there, you know, Rogers. I mean, they don't really play with wide players, so you know they work awfully hard in that midfield area, and you've got to match that. You know, you're never going to break them open unless you do that. And I thought he just put in another enormous effort, along with Rodri and Biss when he came on, and Decky, of course. Yeah, really proud of the lads. It was an important day for us today because, you know, it's also the birthday of the late Hugo Ehiog, and he had a big influence on Matty Wells here at the club. I know he played for Villa, but he was obviously a coach at our football club, and yeah, Matty spoke really strongly about him. And I think, you know, when you hear things like that and how people affect, you know, your life, I think it helps give clarity to the players about what we're trying to do here. And, you know, obviously for his wife and his son, obviously probably a tough day, but hopefully they get a little bit of, you know, cheer from the fact that, you know, Wellesley, you know, really made a real important sort of point that, you know, he may be gone, but he's not forgotten.
Matt, and then finish up Bruce, please.
Just two questions, just to pick you up on that first of all. When you say Matt made that point, do you mean in some sort of address to the players?
Yeah, he just spoke about him, yeah.
Game,
During the week, just spoke about him during the week, and you know, we mentioned him today because obviously it was, you know, it would have been his birthday today, and you know, like I said, I mean, you don't dismiss those kind of things because you know, he was with our football club when he sadly passed away, so it's important that you know, their memory lives on.
and then what my actual question was going to be, last season it came down basically to Spurs and Villa for Champions League place. Do you think the field's going to be wider this season? So we've got Bournemouth picking up results with Brighton, we've got Chelsea looking like they're stronger. Do you expect a wider, stronger field in that sort of race this season?
Yeah, potentially. I don't spend too much time thinking about it, but you know, it looks like there's a lot more sort of congestion in terms of the field itself. Some of that I think is just, you know, the attrition rate of players at the moment, which is making it hard for teams to kind of get into sort of some smooth water, so to speak. but we're all having to deal with it, I guess. So, so that's part of it. But yeah, you know, the table only is important for me at the end of the year. You know, while we're sort of running in the race, you're not really looking. I don't like looking either side of me. I keep saying to the players, if I was a racehorse and I'm not, it'd be one with blinkers, mate. Just looking at the finish line.
Bruce to finish, please.
I think that's right. I don't even know about horse racing. I talk about stuff I don't know about. Anyway, go on, sorry.
You face a team like Villa that's so potent from set pieces, so creative. Do you spend extra time during the week preparing for that in a way that you wouldn't for most teams?
No, because I think then you fall into the trap of, again, preparing differently. And I've always said that we prepare the same for every game. There's obviously, we know the strengths and kind of areas where they could hurt us. Yeah, look, we conceded from a set piece, but, you know, I know I'm on my own in this. I don't like them. To me, I think I mentioned in the TV interview, you know, it looks like a scrum. I just don't think that's what football's about, but it's part of football these days where you can just drop a ball in the box and people can fight over it. So disappointing for us to concede from that. But in general, I thought we handled their set pieces really well. They are very good at set pieces, and I thought we handled it really well. And it was great for us again to score another one from an attacking set piece. You know, we're scoring goals from different areas, so that's important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.